Happy rising from 6BD Detroit. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the garden in the back since I haven't been back there, at least with the phone. Been fixing hoses and water in the garden, so hold that thought. Isn't Mother Nature beautiful? Kiwi grapes are doing superb. Just harvest the rest of the grapes from the garden. Someone asked, when are you going to start your winter crop? So here I've got sugar snap peas, snow peas, red vein kale, white vein kale. I just put some dinosaur kale back here and then some more sugar snap peas in here. This started growing, don't know what it was, so I put her in her own pot. Hold that thought. Where I harvest that humongous sugar roaster candy squash, the vines are dying back. Probably got a borer in there, but hold that thought. I've got more cucumbers. I just gave a couple away yesterday. Can't eat them all at the same time, but my babies are growing beautifully in here. In addition to the long beans, I'll be harvesting some of them for dinner. I ate some with some curly kale. Hold that thought. My helper helped me weed out all of the vegetation out of my strawberry patch. I'll be putting these baby back in there in the fall. And speaking of fall, hold that thought. The watermelon cucumbers that's growing out of this composting bucket, garbage can, are producing little millions. Check out that baby. Where are you? There you go. I've got multiple all around, so you always find different places to grow your crops so that they don't die. Over here I'll be harvesting major cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes. I'm still waiting on my chocolate and my orange tomatoes, but check it out. Where I grew that giant squash, the vegetation is dying, to which I'm going to remove it. But you see I have one giant butternut squash growing over here. The other candy squash, it died. I guess it didn't have enough time to mature. And over here, my loofahs, which are growing nicely. I still don't have a big giant baby yet, but I'm a patient person. So, I lied. Look at my loofah. I was over here earlier today and I didn't see it. See what happens when you come back and check your garden? Yes. So I'm sure I'll have some more growing in a minute. Hold that thought. Over here, I harvested a yellow plum tomato, and I harvested this red tomato from out of this bed, and one of them had blossom end rot. Never fear, Mother Nature corrects herself, or you can correct it by adding Epsom sauce, eggshells. Hold that thought. Kiwi grapes are making me super duperly, did I say happy, all over here. In the back of the bird deterrent, not only am I growing and eating sorrel, which is absolutely delicious, raspberries, red raspberries, which are growing inside there. I'm going to transfer them to the back half of their home. And in here, which is covered with netting, I am growing not only butternut squash, check her out, but peppers, cucumbers. Like I said, a second location works great to confuse the nay haters. So I got butternut squash going over here, watermelon growing over here, cucumbers growing over here. So I have a second chance to have my crops. So everything is growing beautifully. And the monarch, milkweed are over here. Got peppermint over here. Got peppers in here, cucumbers. This is from water damage, so that's mold. So I'm gonna come back with my clean shears and remove the affected leaves before they affect everybody else. And then I'm going to spray it with some neem oil so that is protected. Neem oil, soap, and some fertilizer. I already gave everybody some cow manure, so they're all doing great. So, yes, everything is still growing beautifully. I love my sorrel. Over here, lastly, tomatoes that come up every year. And I've got tomatoes and melons. I gotta weed this out with my scuffle hoe. And absence of the tree. Ha ha ha. Yes. So I've got watermelon growing over here, tomatoes growing over here, and I think that's it. Because I didn't plant none of that, except for the watermelon. So take care, be safe, you are loved, keep growing. Bye-bye. Don't forget to breathe.